Hello and welcome back to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Early on, we witnessed an epic clash in the EPCR Champions Cup final. Toulouse overcoming Leinster at the end after extra time, can you believe it? By 31 points to 22. And it was a clash for the ages, no doubt. Toulouse, as well as Leinster, fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on the trophy, but it was Allez les Bleus, the French giants of the top 14, overcoming Leinster, who have heartbreak after their defeat in subsequent years gone by. Jacques Nienaber, no doubt, will not be swallowing that one too easily this evening. But it must be said, the likes of Antoine Dupont, the man of the match chosen by the officials, was absolutely influential in that game. The game management at the end, overcoming adversity pretty much with the red card as well. But we'll start with the first half, and it was the boot of Blair Kinghorn that got Toulouse on the board, and he just kept putting them over. And Leinster turned down a couple of penalties for posts and put it in the corner and got no result for it, although they had the bulk of the possession. It was 9-6 at halftime, so a slender 3-point lead for Toulouse going into that second half. And the second half again was inch by inch, play by play for both sides. They drew level at one stage, Leinster, but it was Toulouse who then went on to kick over a couple of penalties. And then it was 15-12 right towards the end of the 80-minute mark, and Leinster managed to put over a penalty via Ross Byrne to level it up at 15 apiece and take us into a 10-minute and a half extra time. So the crowd were on their feet, nervous as ever on both management sides, because anything could happen, and everything did end up happening in that extra time. There was a yellow card in the first half of extra time. James Lowe deliberately knocking the ball down, gifting Toulouse a one-man advantage, and they took full advantage of it, scoring via Matthias Labelle, the first try of the Champions Cup final, converted by Thomas Ramos, should I say, to take it up to 22 points to 15. He kicked over another penalty, and at one stage it was 25 points to 15. But then an incident which cost Toulouse a man, subsequently a red card to Richie Arnold. He was down and out, and he had to go for a clean in the ruck that was deemed foul play with no mitigation, so straight red from the referee. And then Leinster all of a sudden had a one-man advantage because James Lowe was just about coming back onto the field, and Toulouse would have to play the second half of extra time, a man down. And in that, towards the end of that first half, on the brink of the first half of extra time, it was Josh van der Fleer who went over for Leinster, converted try, of course, by Ross Byrne to make it 22 to Leinster and 25 to Toulouse. And then the second half of extra time was nervy. It was edgy. Everything that a final could deliver, it delivered. No doubt there were stoppages in play. The attrition rate was high. There were issues with the Toulouse management on the bench, perhaps interfering with the assistant referees having their own words to say. The referee was called in for that. And then at one stage, Thomas Ramos put over another penalty. In fact, he put over two penalties to take it up to 31 points to 22, and that's exactly how it stayed. Toulouse managed to close the game out and claim the EPCR Champions Cup trophy at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium by 31 points to 22. As I mentioned, heartbreak for Leinster, heartbreak for Jacques Nienaber, but Toulouse are the champions. Allez les Bleus. It's been an absolute pleasure to take you through that one, and Leinster will have to go and find an answer because they've been in a few finals now. They want to get gold. They'll have to settle for silver now. From myself, Roots at Forever Rugby and Forever Sports. Until next time, bye for now.